Hello, hi, and welcome everyone. In the last video, we talked about what is a PLC, how to create a new project, how to edit device, and what is the main OP. If you haven't watched it and if you don't know how to get started, make sure you watch the first video. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about the PLC tags. We talk about some basic instructions, some functions, and then at the end of this video, we will create a small example exercise just to get started. Let's start. We go to main OP. We start with this window up here. The first one is I'll go through the important ones. We don't have to know all of them, and not all of them are important in the beginning, right? So with this one, you add new network, you see, and you can delete the networks. This one is the insert row, and it works with this interface here. You can add, insert. Now we delete them. This one is resetting the start values. This one is for expanding, especially for this one here, for the interface. This button is open all networks. If you say, let's say you have 2-3 networks, close, open, commands. This one is the tags. If you have a tag here, for example, let's say 0.0, and then you can see the names here. You can choose in between if you need a tag and the name, or if you need only the tag, only the address. This one is showing the tag information down here, opens a small window. Not all of them you will use in every day, right? Network commands on and off. Here you have the command part. This one is displaying the favorite ones here, the instructions. Go to the previous next error, some update. If you have a block call, we will go through these ones later when we use them, right? For now, you don't need this one. And this one is the monitoring on and off going online. So let's go to the PLC tags, which is in this window tree. You open it here, show all tags. We created a tag 1 just for example. Now we'll delete it. And you can create here anything, right? The tags, and here you can choose the data types. Yeah, we have so many different data types: Boolean, byte, character, string, date, also double integer, double word, integer, word, and so many different data types. And here you can choose the address if you need the input, the output, or whatever. For now, let's just create a start. Let's just make a lamp. So we don't need. For the start, let's just give the address input 0.0, and for the lamp, let's just give the output. For the input, we use I. For the output, we use Q, 0.0. And here you have the instructions. This one is the normally open, normally close, and this one is a coil assignment. This one is like empty box. It's like a mystery box, you can say. You can choose different instructions with this box, or you have these instructions as well here on the right corner. If you open instructions, you have more instructions. Okay, go into general, like opening branch, closing a branch. Bit logics, you have the normally open, closed, bit trigger, end trigger, reset, set, all different types, right? Here you have timers, counters, everything. Like you have so many different. For now, we will just focus with the most basic ones. For example, you can also have more information if you hover over any of them, and hold for a second. It will pop up a extra information, right? Closed if the value of the query operand equals 1. And also you have here more manual. If you press here, for example, it gives you a help file giving the description of this instruction and also an example how it is used with the data types. So let's jump and just create a small button where you press the button and a lamp turns on. For that, we will need a normally open. You just press here, or you can also drag and drop. So we need an input, a button, and an output for the lamp. Let's say this one is, we created a start tag. You can just write start, the name of the tag, or you can write the address. It will give you the same thing. Or you can also, with this one here, it's like splitting the window. You can press here, open a second window, and you can drag and drop here if you don't remember the names, right? Just drag and drop. You can split horizontally and vertically. So let's name the network like start button. This one we done it. And now we will go and start our simulation. We press here and up here, just start the simulation. We showed this one in the first video as well. Our PLC sim is started. Connect, load, start the modules, finish. So our project is downloaded. You can go and press on, go online now. Everything is green, everything is good. And in this main OP window, you can also press monitor, and you will see the states of your tags, if they are on or off. On means true, off means false. You can think of it like this. And now let's go and toggle this one. In the simulation, we can just toggle it. You can right click, modify to 1. You see this one is on and this one is also on. We press the button, the lamp is on. We can also monitor the state of the tag, split, and in the PLC tags we can also go and monitor. And we should see here true. If we toggle it off, both of them will be off, false. True, false. And another type of using the instructions is you can double click here and you can choose in between. Like for this one, for example, you have different positive trigger, negative trigger, and for this one, if you double click, you have set, reset, set PF, reset PF, and different instructions. Let's try out the set. Let's say we want to press the button one time, the lamp turns on until we press the different button, it should stay on. So let's demonstrate that one. We choose a set instruction here. So when you press this button, the lamp will turn on and it will stay on even if you turn this one off. And now you have to reset it. Press network, let's say set light, reset light. And here let's choose another button, I.0.1 for example. And here the name is tag 1. You can change the name also by right clicking, rename tag, reset start for example. And here you have to take this coil. Oh, sorry, just take it here. We open a new branch, so we just delete it. And here we can choose a reset. Press and hold Control, drag and drop. So here what is happening, when we press start, the lamp will turn on. When we press the reset start, it will turn off. Let's go, download our logic. Now let's demonstrate it. So we modify it to 1, the start is true, the lamp is also true. When we turn it off, it stays true, the lamp is on, because we are setting it. And then when we press reset, it turns off, because we are resetting it. When this bit is on, the lamp will turn off. Here again, modify 1. When it's on, the lamp is on. When I turn it off, the lamp is still on until you press this button here. So this was the most basic small logic. And another thing would be, if you hover onto the tags, on the tag, and stay for a bit, it will give you more info. You see I.0.0 bool. You can write comments to your tags. For example, here in the PLC tags, you have also start button. We just add a comment, download it, Let's go and see what is gonna happen. Here you see, you have extra comment on top of it. And this one, you can choose to show this one or not by here. Not here. You can see, you can choose to show this comment or not. If you don't want it, just hover on top of it, it will still show you. You can see in the yellow Windows Start button. This is just for you to know, like if you have too many tags, you just write a comment to know which tag is what. And also we have internal memory of the PLC. If you go, for example, here in default variables, you don't see anything. What we can do is the PLC itself has some clock memories, for example. Let's go to our device. And if you press into properties, here you see system and clock memory. You can turn this one on. You see, I cannot change anything. Why? Because if you want to make any changes in the hardware, you always have to go offline. So this is another tip. You go offline first. You make the changes. Now you see here, you have the addresses. M0.0 is like for 10 Hertz clock. And you have different memories for different frequency clocks, right? So now let's go and use one of them to demonstrate. We go to main OB. So we did hardware change. Now we have to download it. If you make any hardware changes, you have to always press on this PLC level to download it. Otherwise, let's demonstrate it. If you just download in the programs, you will see something. Go online. You see, the hardware is different. The online and offline difference in lower level component. You see the command? So when you do any changes in the hardware, you have to always download, press on the hardware and then download. Now we cannot do it because we're online. Go offline, press here, download, load, finish. Now if we go online, you see it's green. Now it's okay. Now let's go to the default tags. Before we had only 3. Now let's open it. You see we have some, not the reset, these ones. These ones are the internal memories of the PLC. So now let's go and use one of them. Let's just delete this one. And here, for example, for this one, let's say we want to use 2 Hertz. We want to change the light on and off 2 times a second. Just drag and drop. And here, not set, but just a normal coil. Now download. And here, let's monitor. You see, it's turning on and off every 2 seconds. We can see it also here. The lamp is turning on and off 2 seconds because 2 times a second because we gave it this clock 2 Hertz. M0.3, this one. And the last thing for today's video, I would like to show you the last thing. Here, if you go to online diagnostics, if you press here, in the last video we talked about is cycle time. Now you will see here that the cycle time of the PLC right now, in our case, it is like around 1 milliseconds. So it's like happening so fast. Every cycle, it's like a loop in the main OP, right? It's like scanning again and again, non-stop. So this scan cycle in our case is like almost 2 milliseconds. So for today's video, I would like to cut the video. Make sure you subscribe for the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.